Well, you can tell by the video that we had a grizzly bear in the driveway, and that was about a month after I dropped the how to bear proof your cabin. So it's time to do an update. And what we're going to do is we're going to walk the property and we're going to check everything out again, and I'm going to show some additional things that I didn't show in the first video because you guys have had a lot of questions. So I want to answer your questions. And then what we're going to do is we're going to walk to the back of the property. We're going to check the trail camera video. Stay tuned to the end. And if we caught that grizzly bear on the trail cam, then I'll put that up at the end. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to put together a checklist so you can take a screenshot of it, print it out, and put it with your cabin stuff. Make sure you stay till the end so you can print this checklist out. So the bear boards are down here. So the bear boards are fine. Nothing tried to mess around with the window. So we're going to go back and we're going to check the trail camera and pull the card. On the way down the hill, just want to show you guys my feeders are empty. Since the bear walked by, he didn't mess with the feeder. I have not refilled the feeders. I don't want anything that could be an attractant to the bear. We got the card. You've seen the video that one grizzly went back, that one big one last fall went through right there. So what we'll do now is we'll head back up to the house. We'll walk the perimeter of the electric fence. I'll show you the barn doors and how I reverse the barn doors. That's the windows with the bear boards. So now we're going to check the perimeter of the electric fence. And like before in the first video, make sure that there's no wires grounded by touching any piece of the wood. See what I mean? There's the outhouse for the video. I just probably uploaded before this one did. So should we test it? So we're gonna touch it, but I'm wearing rubber shoes. So I've got an insulator between me and the ground. Not feeling anything. So if I take a shoe off, okay, got it. All right, that'll probably be cut. So electric fence is still working. I want to show you another thing that I do. I reversed my doors. Normally to code, now where some of you guys live, you guys got to deal with codes. But a code requires the door to swing open. I put my doors so they swing out. Because if you got a 600-pound bear trying to lean in and push, it's not going to happen. So it's just another thing that I've done. My compost, that's another thing we should talk about. I keep my compost inside the electric fence. So again, it's keeping things not as an attractant, and they can't get to this. I think I texted somebody in one of the chats. I've had 2 bears in the probably 10 years that I've had this electric fence come up and test it, and they've never got through. They want nothing to do with it. I live in northwest Montana. There are bears. They're going to be passing through, but I don't want them hanging around. I'm giving them no reason at all to hang around, which includes garbage. Let's talk about garbage. I keep no garbage cans outside. I have to drive 8 miles to the dumpster. I usually just do it every 4 or 5 days whenever I have a bag of trash. But if I don't, then I just keep it in the barn. What else is on my list? A neighbor to the north, about 5 miles north, had a bear frequenting their back deck because they kept jugs of oil out on the back deck. And the bear was curious about it. You know, the bear's sense of smell, and that was curious for them, so they kept hanging around and messing around with that oil. They actually trapped that bear, took it 20 miles as the bird flies up to a spot, released it, and within 36 hours, it was back on that deck. So they're smart. They got an incredible sense of smell. So don't keep stuff out. I keep saying it. Nothing that could possibly attract a bear or keep a bear hanging around. Motion lights. My son and I, we were up playing cards at 2, 3 in the morning when that bear came across, and my son saw the lights light up this whole area, and that's what tipped us off. So motion lights are a great thing. Security cameras. That's how I was able to catch it on video, is that camera. So have security cameras. You can set the notification on your security camera to notify you, to give you a text if something triggers it. A real important one is to keep your barbecue clean. Clean the drip pan out, scrub it out. Don't let any odors or anything come from the barbecue. And yes, I do use a shop vac on occasion when I can't rake up all of the seeds because they get stuck and buried underneath the grass. And when the bears are around, I empty out my feeders and I get all of the seeds up. We have 596 pictures, so you're not hanging out with that. I'll let you know if I get anything. Okay, here's your checklist. Take a screen grab, take a picture of this, print it out, put it somewhere safe so you can refer to it in the spring or whenever you need it. If you hung around this long and watched the whole video, thank you so much. I'm almost 70,000 views on the other video. I appreciate you guys. I've answered every single one of your comments. So send me a comment, send me your thoughts. I appreciate you. Talk to you guys later.